All right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled, You're Not About That Life. See, there are people in the world who swear they're about something. They're about whatever life this is, because I'm talking a lot of different things. But they're really not. And I'm going to tell you, and this is why I'm saying this. They got people out here who are criminals, right? They're about that life. But they stressed out if they wind up with a charge looming over their head. With numbers over their head. They stressed out if somebody finds out they did some dirt, and now they hunting them. And this is how you know they're not about that life. Because this goes with the territory. This is the path you chose. So don't all of a sudden, now that you got to deal with the consequences of the path you chose, now it's an issue. No. It's not an issue. You're just not about that life. That's what it is. You know what goes. There are rules to every life you in. There are people who say they're, like when you play sports, there are people who swear that they good until the lights come on, until it's time to prove it in front of people. Then all of a sudden, they got a million excuses. They was about that life before it was time to show and prove. Now it's time to show and prove they're not about that life no more. So ultimately, you're not about that life. That's what this really is. But nobody wants to say that, right? I think about people who are players. In the streets or as far as relationships. You like multiple people. You a player, and then if you get played, you all in your feelings. If you cheating on your spouse, and it's exciting, but when your spouse cheats on you, you ready to fight and burn down the world. Then you really not about that life. I mean, that goes with the territory. Like, how you gonna get in your feelings about something that you enjoy doing? See what I'm saying? Like, you gotta charge certain things. If you're about that life, you gotta charge certain things to the game. You know what the game entails, that whatever game that you're in. You don't go around, acting like you don't know how that this you could win or you could lose. See, this is what I mean by you're not about that life. Because in whatever life you in, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Because the players change, the game remains the same. So when you ready to throw in the towel when it's time to take a loss, you was never about that life in the first place. You're not about that life. People out here who are, alcoholics and drug addicts. They have a great time when they telling you, that, they getting high, they getting drunk, they enjoying their life. But these very same people are upset. I can't find a job. I can't keep a job. I'm stressed out. I need to get drunk. I need to get high. No, you're not about that life. Like, that's what goes with the life. You partying your life away. That means you can't maintain a stable life. Like, accept it for what it is. Why are you losing your mind? Because you YOLO'd and lit and turned up your productivity in life away. What is your problem? That's what partying your life away entails. But ultimately, that's because you're not about that life. People out here like I like racing cars. Okay, so if you get thousands of dollars worth of tickets because you get caught when you get caught, or and your insurance goes up because you get caught, and you you got to pay the cost because of everything that happens. That goes with the territory. If you got to pay the cost to be the boss. So, you're not about that life if you're not willing to pay that cost. You're not about that life. I'm gonna be, what, inspirational, or an example of what I don't, of righteousness. Okay, well, if you're gonna be an example of righteousness, you know you're gonna have to, be righteous around some unrighteous people. Can't get mad at that. That's part of that life. If you can't do that, you're not about that life. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. I've never met, when people talk about, like, I'm a beast with it. I've never met a beast who had a mental breakdown from being a beast. Because to be a beast, you're going to have to do what beasts do. And to do what beasts do, you're going to have to deal with the consequences of what beasts do. Beasts don't cry about that. You know what I'm saying? But see, people who not really about that beast mode, they do. I ain't ready. I know you ain't ready. You was never ready because you was never about that. When you're a person who says something like, I'm real. I'm real. Okay, well, be real then. Like, first of all, I get to that when I'm done with what I'm saying is, if you real, you understand that you're going to be real in an unreal society. For real. Like, you understand what that means. But see, a lot of people don't understand even when it comes to that. If you real, you ain't got to say it. The people around you going to tell you real. That your reputation is going to be of being real. So people going to know before you hit into the door, that such and such is coming. Yeah, that's a real one. But see, a lot of people not really like that. Like, it's not what it is. It's really not what it is. At the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, like, are you really about these lives that you say you're about? And a lot of people aren't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you get on social media and you got people putting out thirst traps and sex traps and then mad that, people are trying to come at them sexually. Well, obviously you're not about that life. If you put yourself out there as a sexual object and now people treat you like that, now you offended, obviously you're not about that life. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself out there like you're a baller, which a lot of people do, you uploading your fake lifestyle on social media, and then people come at you and expect to see you and be ballerific and do ballerific things, and you got issues with it, then you're not about that life and that lifestyle you portray. You're not about it, because either that's how you actually live or that's how you making it look like you live online. That's the problem. Like, are you about that life or not? You know what I'm saying? There are people who are bullies, and they talk bully talk, they make bully gestures, but these bullies wind up getting bullied because ultimately they're not about that life. Sometimes bullies take L's, man. That's what happens. You could try to bully the wrong person and get yourself hurt. Bullies know this already. The phrase, there's always somebody bigger and badder somewhere. You ain't gonna never be the biggest or baddest person. This is common knowledge, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, what happens a lot of the times is people don't want to admit common knowledge. You don't want to admit that, at the end of the day, you're not, whatever path you take, you have to accept responsibility for that path. And what I mean by that is, when you choose to be about a particular life, you got to take the good with the bad. You know, you're gonna have to take the wins with that life with the losses in that life. And when you're not willing to do that, then ultimately you're not about that life. You shouldn't be hurt and offended if shit don't go your way. Because you should know that's what goes on when you in the life. Whatever life you in. We out.